Get creative with your movements. If you clicked on this video, I think you have an interest in animal flow, or you just want to be able to move better. There's a lot of things that draw people into something like animal flow. I think a lot of people are into it because they want to be more creative with their movements. They want to be able to move better. For me, I'm Filipino and I suck at dancing, so I wanted to learn something that was movement, but didn't necessarily have to be to the beat or a specific rhythm. But I've really fell in love with animal flow, and I want to be able to share that passion with you. So I hope that you can do this and find some joy in it as well. My name is Joseph Gabriel. Thank you so much for joining me on my channel. I want to help you be fit for life so then you can build the life that you've been dreaming of. Step one will just be right over here. We're going to start off with something called the ape reach. So you go into that low squat position, get the back of the hands to touch, inhale, then exhale, open up those hands, and you're gonna lift those heels up as well. So you're just trying to get a really nice flexion of the spine into extending the spine. A few stretches that can help are this wide forward fold, pressing your hips up high. You also want to just go into that goddess squat, pushing those knees out wide to open up those hips. Here's another angle of that, ape reach. But another one we can do is this hip flexor stretch, this low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Dropping one knee onto the ground, making sure we're squeezing our glute on the leg that's on the ground. Look at the little doggy. This is Lucho, the gym dog, gym mascot right here. Switching sides, holding each for about 35 seconds, typically. Should I get a pet in? I don't know if I can. I think I need to. All right, I'm gonna get a pet in. We're going into a forward eight for step two. Show you real quick. You just hop into it, kind of like a crow, but in order to strengthen yourself to do that, one thing you can do is a beast reach. So I go into loaded beast, then I bring the hips up and drive the hip across to the elbow, same side. And you want to hold for about 5 seconds and really trying to force an engagement in your core by pulling your knee into the elbow and the elbow into the knee. So you're pulling in two different directions, trying to get a max amount of flexion in that core. You also want to make sure that your core is able to move properly, and also loosening up by stretching it out too, because that is going to tighten up your abs a little bit. Next step, we're going to the beast wave. So you go from loaded beast, and you're going to roll one vertebra of the spine at a time. So your head goes finally up at the end, then you roll it back the other way. It's not going to be perfect all the time, but just trying to roll and get used to just rolling one vertebra of the spine at a time. There's a few ways we can train this one. The first way is just going into our normal cat to cow. We're just trying to get a little bit more movement into the spine. The cat to cow is usually done just to get flexion and extension of the spine anyway. So you can just add more into that by just coming forward and back. And what I do in yoga classes if I want to do this is I just go from a downward facing dog and I tell them to roll forward into an upward facing dog. And that usually makes sense for a lot of people. The only thing that's different with animal flow is that you go to loaded beast before you hit that. It's beautiful, y'all. Okay, next thing, we are going into the front kick through. So you want to load, step out wide, and you need to kick the opposite leg through the middle. If you want to get better at this one, you go into a front step first. So you load, step wide, and pull that same side hand up. Next thing is we're going to the front step through. So you front step, and then you add in that kick. Okay, going on to crab position and let one leg go long. This is our scorpion. So you take that long leg through underneath the body, then you twist over, fall it to the ground. You can alternate here just so you get really used to that movement. Nice, y'all. One way we can practice that is a scorpion reach. So you go loaded beast, bring the knee across to the opposite elbow, and then go into that scorpion, and then bring your knee all the way back to the same elbow. Next, we got side kick through. So we're going from beast position. We're not going to load back for this one. We're just going to kick side to side. So what this one's going to do is going to work on our oblique slings. It's very important that we also engage the opposite hand and pull back to engage the upper back. There's a few variations we can do. Jumping, we can also do levitating, which is definitely a lot harder. All right, so let me show you the front version of this, the front view, and I'll just guide you through each thing. So going into that low squat, coming into the ape reach, and as soon as we hit that, we're going into the hands to the ground, going into the front ape, forward ape, beast reach, chin tucks in, pull it all the way back, loaded beast, and go front kick through. Load it back, front kick the other side, and take that long leg into scorpion, into crab reach. Hips come up and reach over to the ground. Nice. Coming into the side kick through, side by side. Awesome, y'all. Thanks for joining. Don't forget to subscribe.